Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost giving all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. The real name of the Father is Yahweh, which means He exists. The real name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means He will deliver, because He will deliver His people. I want to give all praises in ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east towards Jerusalem. Call, law, la, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rokakwatash, Barakat Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, the water. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Rokakwatash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, who are the descendants of the slaves identified as the so-called African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. My name is Makala, and today I want to talk about the man of sin. All right, the man of sin. All right, Psalms 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. All right, so the only nation that received the statutes, all right, the word that received the law directly from the Lord was the nation of Israel. All right, no other nation was given the law. Okay, so the other nations cannot sin. All right, for the exception of this one nation. All right, 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Okay? And that man of sin is talking about Esau, right? The so-called white man. Right, disclaimer, not all white people descend from Esau. Right, you do have, white people that are Israelites or of other nations. Right, but the majority of white people, I'd probably say more than 90% descend from Esau. All right, whose other name is also known as Edom. Right, they're Edomites. Right, most white people are Edomites. All right, and that's the man of sin. Right, the son of perdition. Right, but how could they sin if they didn't get the law? Right, well, the thing is that they took the law to themselves. Right, when they pretended to be us. Revelation 2, verse 9, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Right? So when they did that, they took the laws, man, to pretend to be us, called themselves Jews. All right, really, they called themselves Jewish. But by pretending to be us, by taking our books, our scriptures, all right, they basically played with fire, man, and they burnt themselves. Right? They are going to burn themselves, man. Right, 2 Ezra 9, verse 36. For we that have received the law perish by sin, and our heart also which received it. Right? So yeah, they claim to follow the law, to follow the Sabbaths, all right, follow the high holy days. Okay. They claim to be us. All right, so they're committing sin. Because if you know something, because if you break a rule and you don't know about it, you can't really be at fault. But if you know about a rule and you break it intentionally, then you're entirely at fault. And that's how it is with the law, man. And so they took this law, okay, to pass themselves off as us, to pretend to be us, and the Lord is going to judge them for that. All right, Ecclesiasticus 21, verse 11. He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof, and the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom. All right, but the problem is that these Edomites, they don't understand the law. All right, they took the law, they pretend to be us, but they don't really understand it. All right, they got gay pride parades in their countries. They got feminism. They allow women to run loose, doing whatever they want instead of being under order at home. All right, they allow wickedness to run rampant in this society. Adultery. All right, they don't punish adultery. They don't do anything, man. People they don't even punish murderers how they're supposed to, man. Murderers caught red-handed are supposed to be given the death penalty, man, executed. All right. There's no, oh, no, we're just gonna lock them up for 40 years, 50 years, and then let them go. No, 25 years and then get out on parole. No, man, they're supposed to be put to death. And so they don't have any understanding of the law. All right. They understand basic things, all right, like honor thy father and thy mother. All right. Thou shalt not kill. All right. They know that, but then they don't apply the law that's supposed to be applied when you do kill. All right. So things that are obvious, they know, but they don't know the law and they don't know the prophecies. All right. That's one thing Esau cannot explain to you is the prophecies, man. All right. Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 15. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite will be offended thereat. Right, and Esau is offended at the law, man. You tell Esau that he's an Edomite. According to Obadiah, he's going to be completely wiped out by the Lord. All right, according to Revelation, he's going to go into captivity for 1,000 years. You don't want to hear that, man. All right, they'll shake their hands at that. All right, they'll wag their hands at that, man. All right, they'll scoff at that. All right, Esau really, he gets offended by the law, so because he's a hypocrite. All right. And he don't really seek the law. All right, he just sought it for his own benefit. All right, to pretend to be us. All right, and to try to take our blessing. All right, which they sold, which their ancestors sold for a morsel of meat. All right, so this is the Esau. That's the man of perdition. All right, that's the man of sin. All right, no other nation is going to be punished for their sin like the nation of Edom because they're playing with fire. When they took this law, they started playing with fire. They had no idea what they were doing. I'm going to leave it there. I hope the video is edifying. Shalom.